a company called Podi Pizza from L.A., or maybe Potty Pizza. No, I think it's Podi. Potty sounds like something you piss in. They just made the dream of many, many people come true because they invented weed-infused pizza sauce. Yummy. I don't even smoke marijuana, and when I read this, I wanted some. Actually, I would probably get so fucking high off that, I would have Maureen Dowd syndrome. She ate like a full candy bar that had weed in it, and she had no idea that the dose she was supposed to take was like 1 bite. And she was like, oh my god, I fucking was paralyzed, I couldn't move, it was the scariest thing that ever happened. That would be me, right? I don't know why. About half the times I've smoked in my life, I've gotten pretty paranoid. I had a few good experiences, but I don't know. I think I'm one of those guys, I'm half fucking crazy anyway, so if I smoke, it doesn't relax me or bring me up. If it's a sativa or an indica, it just makes me like, you know, I'm just like, oh my god, they're coming for me. Who? I don't know, but they are. For whatever reason, that's how I am. But this is still an awesome product. They say, quote, each 5-ounce jar of Podi pizza sauce sells for $20 and contains 300 milligrams of medical cannabis per jar, enough for 1 large pizza or 2 smaller ones. Dispensaries are now selling it in L.A., San Francisco, Washington State, and Colorado, and they say that about 3 slices get you the perfect dose, and they claim they've been working on the project for a very long time. So they say that they made anywhere from 150 to 200 pieces just trying to get the taste right and trying to make it taste less green, as they describe it, which I guess just means they're trying to make it taste less like you're actually eating weed and more like you're eating pizza. But they even say that they'll deliver the pizza to you if you live in the right neighborhoods. No, see, this is amazing, man. I love this so much. I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to marijuana becoming an industry exactly like coffee is an industry where you can get any fucking flavor at any time of day. I want it to become an industry exactly like alcohol is an industry, and there's so many kinds. You can get whiskey or tequila or rum or scotch or beer or wine or champagne or whatever. You can get anything in any flavor, right? I want marijuana to get to that point. I want marijuana to get to that point, and here I know a lot of my audience disagrees with me, unfortunately, but I would like all the drugs to get to that point, man. I would love to go to an Adderall bar with my buddies. Say, ooh, which strain of Adderall would you like today, boys? That one's a little strong. Oh, that one focuses you more, which, hey, let's do this. Because, I mean, think about it, man. If you do that, number one, you're increasing freedom, but you're also increasing tax revenue. You're creating an entire new industry. You're creating jobs. You're making more people wealthy. And let's be honest, you're making more people happy. Why do you think drug markets have existed forever? Because forever human beings have been getting high. It's normal. We live in a society where you could smoke a cigarette, take a double shot espresso, and then go to the bar and pound down a few whiskeys and still say the sentence, I'm against drugs. No, you're not, motherfucker. You just like the ones that are legal. I would love it if weed was legal and you had all these different varieties and places you can buy it and different experiences you could have. I want the same with alcohol, which we have already with bars. I want it with all these different drugs. And look, some people fire back and they say, but Kyle, some drugs are genuinely bad. And to be fair, that's true. There are plenty of drugs that are really fucked up. Crocodile, crystal meth, bath salts. These are all drugs where there are legitimate horror stories with enough evidence to put even the most pro-drug person on their heels, and they go, whoa. But what's the reality about those drugs? They wouldn't exist if we legalized the other drugs. The only reason crocodile exists is because it's a cheaper version of heroin when people can't afford heroin. And by the way, the only reason heroin's around is because people can't go to the store and buy a fucking oxycodone pill, right? I mean, they used to put codeine in cough syrup. And hello, that's an opiate. Wakey, wakey. Do you guys not know this? Like, and it was fine. Society didn't crash when you could buy fucking codeine over the counter. But if you legalize all the drugs, then the worst ones disappear because there's not a market for it. You don't need to get crystal meth anymore because you can go and get, a little bit of cocaine, or you can go and get maybe Adderall, which is even maybe a little softer than cocaine. And the list goes on and on. You wouldn't want to go and get bath salts and hallucinate on that shit where you might run around naked and stab somebody in the face when you could go take DMT, or you can go take, I don't know, ayahuasca or acid, which is a hallucinogenic, but the chances of a bad trip and you stabbing people is significantly less. So, look, it's nothing but upsides, and I wish nothing but the best for this company, Pody Pizza. And I'm telling you, man, I'm getting to the point where I might invest in some of these marijuana companies soon, because the snowball effect is not going to stop. You know, it's Colorado and Washington State first, but it's going to spread a lot further.